so much for joining us, man. Appreciate you being out here.
You're welcome, Toby.
So my goal obviously has been to capture some of the sights and sounds and just get a hold of folks, attendees, passerbyers, but you've been involved in the conference. You've been speaking, you've had stuff going on. So talk to me and the audience a little bit about kind of what you've been doing here the last day or two or three.
Yeah, so we've been doing something really innovative.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm just so thankful to Raphael and JJ
They're
for embracing this.
The folks at Pyra that run the conference. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
And what we do at Expert Effect, we have a whole team of HR experts, but we also have stress resiliency experts.
Yeah.
And we've been doing these stress resiliency experiences.
Yeah.
Where we take people out in nature
Yeah.
and we get them in a relaxing environment, and we find that if they get out of the stress response, they learn so much better.
Yeah.
And then we approached the conference and was like, what if we did something like that here?
Yeah.
And they said yes,
Yeah.
but we had to do it in a conference room.
Right. So out in nature had to be recreated a little bit, but you guys did a good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Talk to me about what it looked like in there.
Yeah, so we had potted palm trees all around. It was an ocean theme. We had two 85-inch TV screens with this ocean scene playing in the background. We had uplighting, and so you walked in. It was really great because the shock value was amazing.
Yeah.
People came in just ready to sit down in theater-style chairs with a PowerPoint, and then they were did a double take.
Yeah.
Because there's these plush towels laid out for them
Yeah.
that they sit on as they do our experience, and then they got to take them home.
I think that's super cool, and the experience for those that were here is awesome. That's why you come to these sorts of conferences. For those listening, talk to me a little bit about your thoughts on stress resiliency in general.
Yeah. So, I mean, when you think about HR professionals, it's a stressful profession.
Absolutely.
Hands down. And if someone's really good at HR, they're going to get rewarded.
By more flack and employees and comments and fire hoses, right?
Exactly. Yeah, they get the compensation, but they're never going to be able to reduce their stress. The stress levels are going to mount and mount. Stakes are higher employee populations, bigger HR teams, bigger stakes.
Yeah.
So instead of trying to reduce the stress, our philosophy is, what if our stress resiliency experts come alongside them and help their mind become more resilient to stress, and also help their body become more resilient to stress.
Angela Duckworth wrote one of my favorite books called Grit, and it's all about the idea that you're using the term stress resiliency. Some people might call it grit. It's the old, don't pray for an easy life, pray for the strength to deal with the tough one. And that's a skill that can be honed, that can be improved. That level of, capital S stoicism, right, is something that you kind of can nurture.
Yes. Oh, it totally is. My belief is that even the most high intensity roles and jobs, people can thrive.
Yep.
They don't have to sacrifice thriving to be successful or to have an impact on what they do.
Yeah, just kind of trying to find a way to, accept what you can change, change what you can, accept what you can't change, sort of thing. I mean, there's a reason that people, refer to that's serenity, right? There's some serene feelings surrounding not getting too worked up about stuff you can't change, right? Like I talked about stoicism a moment ago, but that's kind of the archer's arrow, right? Once you've aimed, once you've looked at the wind, once you've done anything, you pluck that arrow, that thing's in flight, man. You can't do anything about it. So whether or not you hit your target at that juncture, don't worry about it. Doesn't matter. At this point, I've done the worrying that I can do, and now I can't worry any further.
But what about the perfectionists? What about the people that have the highest standards and then just eat themselves up?
You tell me, what about it, right?
One thing that I've seen can really help people to gain perspective is to think about, okay, this happened, and how am I going to feel about it a week from now?
Yep.
How am I going to feel it about a year from now?
Yep.
How am I going to feel about it 5 years from now?
Yeah.
And what are others going to think about it?
Yeah.
And oftentimes when you get to the week out, 1 year out,
certainly 10 years
especially
out.
5 years out,
Yeah.
people forget.
Yeah.
I remember, I've been doing this stress resiliency stuff for a while, and I remember, about 5 years ago, I did a talk that went awfully bad.
Stop. You're good, Toby, you're good.
Wow.
So that's something to worry
You're
about.
quick.
That we can't, well, you scream, get out of the way, Toby. I was like, oh, snap.
Whoa.
Angela wants to know who to yell at.